Yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch who y'all be around, cause they paint face with them silly ass smiles. When really it's a frown. How they look, how they sound. Like a clown, here a clown, she a clown. Bunch of clowns running around telling bad jokes to a crowd. Riding in a little ass car through the town. Beam on your face, guess how you look now. Alright, welcome back everybody. We here once again. Week 17.
Alright.
Yeah, we came a long way, you know. Get it rolling. Got the homie
Quan.
Alright, you know, I would let people know what they want to introduce themselves as, you know. Quan, Dot, Sluggy, Real, Joel behind the camera. We here. Alright, so I got a little list here. So the first thing I wanted to do is jump into they got a new Morbius trailer.
Whew.
Yeah, Danny, y'all see it?
Yes.
You seen it?
I only saw the first trailer.
You haven't.
I don't think you've seen the first trailer at all.
Yeah, no, they just released another one last week. They came out the first one and the first one was like, the first one was valid, a little teaser, but this one they showed way more. I like this one more.
This one got me excited.
Yeah, it was crazy. I went to the movies to see Eternals on the opening night the other day, and they played it.
Oh,
They played this trailer. I was like, this is good work.
Seeing
Seeing it on a big joint. Yeah, and then also they played the Batman trailer right after that one. Literally, the new Batman trailer, the second Batman trailer. I was like, whoa, this is good work right here. You didn't see that one either? Alright, that's good work. We can see that. And then it's always good. I wanted to see the Spider-Man shit in the big theater. Nah, yeah.
Crazy.
This is.
It looked good already, the last one.
This trailer made me believe it.
You a doctor? I am a doctor.
I just can't trust him after what he did to Joker.
I should have died years ago. People all over the world have my disease. I'm here to find a cure. We have to push the boundaries, take the risks. If you're gonna run, do it now.
Dr. Michael Morbius, you've been missing for 2 months.
When you're a stranger,
Then you were found on a container ship that washed up off of Long Island.
faces look ugly. When you're alone.
What did you do to yourself?
He in this?
I wish I knew.
He is.
Yeah, that went through me all the time.
Yeah, it's in the bag, I guess.
To be more alive than ever. It worked. Not exactly. I have increased strength and speed, and some form of bat radar. What else can I do?
What? He's flying?
Yeah, some more fire flying.
There's something inside me. It wants to hunt and consume blood. Michael. When you're
Can you control it?
I don't know.
Half the city wants to kill you.
We haven't had anything this good since that thing in San Francisco.
The other half wants to control you.
Hey, Dr. Mike, maybe I should stay in touch.
Wow, that was fire.
I do anything to save a life. But I
Vulture.
will okay.
Keep that in.
Yeah.
You save lives, you don't take them. Are you here to heal the world? Or to destroy it?
That shit was crazy.
Yes.
I know. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
He biting now and then.
Little joke at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, he's clearly aware of Venom then. I don't
Yeah,
know
exactly.
what
That's
that means.
They tied. They
Hold on,
tied
but
it
you know
together.
they all tie them together.
First of all, that was Vulture. They showed.
But they been that could have been.
Yeah, they showed him from the first
That could have
one.
been. You know how they did
The first
with,
trailer
some-
they showed him.
You know,
Yeah, that could either be a variant or that can be
Exactly.
the exact Vulture.
That's what I was getting.
The variant of
Give it a
Joker or
variant.
Vulture. Either way, it's still the probably most likely
They showed Tobey
Toombs, right?
Spider-Man,
No, Adrian Toombs, right? That's his name. Vulture's name?
The actor.
No, Vulture's name. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's Adrian Toombs. Right?
You're not a Batman villain.
But you said he did the Joker. If that's Marvel and DC. You sound like him because he did the Joker. Morbius?
Oh, the Joker movie?
Did you not see Jared Leto as Joker?
Oh, you meant Jared Leto. Sorry, I thought you meant Morbius.
Oh, no.
That's Marvel and DC. What is he talking about?
That's what I'm saying. You see,
Look, a lot of
get
times.
that shit out of here, bro.
Nah, it look good as fuck.
I
No,
like-
this looks good.
I don't really like us. I mean,
I just don't trust
I
him.
don't like the face right there. But I don't know if it's like necessarily whack. I just
No,
didn't
it-
see. I guess because the first trailer didn't show much.
It
I
looks
don't know how to
like
feel.
him though. That's why. It's
Nah, it looks
right.
like him when he turned around back at her. She's like, Michael, and he was looking back. I'm like, nah, yeah, it looks just like the cartoon Morbius, bro. They nailed it.
It's fire that because
They nailed that shit.
I think of my back in the days. Bless you. I think of back in the days of the cartoon when I think of Morbius, like. Because I forgot about him for mad long. It was one of those things. I'm like, word. Sunday I used to go be in the
Do
cave and
exist.
Spidey used to like kind of go
Felicia.
either beef with him or go get his help.
Word.
Like, it was one of the other, like he needed his help for the cure a lot of times. I think with Craven and stuff like that.
Spidey,
Like,
him and Craven, they have ties.
yeah, so
Blade. Remember Blade came. Him. Catwoman. Him.
Spidey that too. Spidey that used to go.
Him, Black Cat, and Blade teamed up in the animated series.
over.
Yo, is that not who Spidey got the blood from when he turned to a spider?
Yeah,
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 he got it from him, bro.
exactly. He needed the
Man, they was drinking blood through his hand.
my son needed the cure from
Remember
him.
that?
That's what it was. The antidote for him.
Yeah.
Must
My
have had
son-
suction cups.
Nah, yeah. I
was a
think
level
that
Felicia
honestly,
Hardy.
I think that's gonna be good in my opinion.
That good.
looks
You see how
good.
his ears
And that's my
thin?
first time watching it.
Oh.
First watch. I
Oh,
fuck with it.
oh,
I
word.
fuck with it.
Oh, you
I
fuck with it. Well, that's good then.
Immediately off the bat, I was
Crazy,
like,
right?
okay.
You remember him now?
Nah, but it's really the Spider-Man connection.
But do you remember him from
Oh, it's the Spider-Man connection for you, like you like.
connection that I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
You remember that character from Spider-Man back in the days?
At all.
I know y'all probably.
But off first watch, I fuck with it though.
Nah, shit is crazy.
There was the two other connections. Was I don't know if you peeped. I could throw it back. There was a Spider-Man poster on the wall when he was walking by.
Nah, but I
was
peeped the
Tobey's.
Oscorp shit. That's
Yeah,
what
you
I-
did
the
say that.
Oscorp shit. I was like,
And that was
okay.
and that's the same
They
tower
tying it.
from the Amazing Spider-Man. The same Oscorp. Well, it's
He
spelled
fought-
the same
he
way and
fought
all
this
that.
nigga and all
Yeah,
that.
it's spelled the same way, like the font and all that. Like, the way it's on the side of that building. Excuse me. And then the other Easter egg was when he was walking by. I'll put it if you can see it again. He was walking, and on the back of him on the wall, there was a poster in the alley, and it was Spider-Man on it, and it said "murderer" spray painted across
Yeah,
it.
and that's weird.
It is weird because
Okay, so that's
Tom
right
Holland they make
Right.
it like he's a murderer,
In front
right?
of him, yeah.
Mysterio, but
Spider-Man.
it's not his Spider-Man on that poster. It's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man on that poster. The
how
old
did-
costume
how-
and all that.
But how though? When was
What
he
that-
ever?
What that
when
means?
Was he ever?
Yeah, so what does this mean? So the whole thing with Morbius, we don't know what universe
Where
he's
they
gonna
going?
be in.
Where they going
Like,
with this? Yeah.
I got a theory.
yeah.
But obviously we do if we just seen Michael Keaton.
But-
He's only been in one.
But think about it, right? And we also just seen you said you
He
seen the
said
Oscorp
Venom,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you made the connection to the what realm it was from though.
What?
I did. You said the way it was spelled. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
way it was spelled is from this.
Yes. And not only that, it was the biggest Easter egg was the newspaper, the Daily Bugle.
Mm-hmm.
It was spelled the identical way from the Amazing Spider-Man's Daily Bugle. And not only that, on the top, two little Easter eggs that don't have to do with nobody's realm. I guess more or less is the Amazing Spider-Man's realm. The headlining's on top of the main fucking headline. It says Rhino on the loose zoo hoax. Something in costume or something like that. And then Black Cat at large or something like that. So it is acknowledging that they exist in this realm.
Also, he said
But
something about Venom.
Rhino, the reason
Yeah,
why
I
they
hate the Venom joke,
is
too.
because the newspaper is the same from the Amazing Spider-Man's. So, and Rhino was in the Amazing Spider-Man, so it makes sense. All right, the Rhino shit they hits on the headline, and then Black Cat. So all that's tying in, like, oh, this is from the Amazing Spider-Man. This whole shit, and that's right after they showed the. That's right, I think before they showed the Oscorp shit. So that whole thing is from that. What?
So now I was gonna say how you felt about when he told homie. He said, "Yo,
Yeah, we keep in touch.
Yeah, it was keep in touch."
Nah, I knew he was gonna say that. That's what I was
from,
alright, yeah.
From Tom Holland's round.
Ah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, whoa, where are they going with this? Like,
I
where
have a theory.
they fucking with us?
Question: you seen Loki before you say that? You seen Loki?
I saw the very beginning of it.
You didn't see that?
I got in enough, but
You didn't see the end
Oh,
effect that day.
I
Okay.
had to
Alright.
see the last. Okay,
You got
I
enough
think
to
the
understand
last-
variants.
Right, exactly. So
Oh,
I got that whole Tom
All right, so
variance
my
thing.
point is this: there's a chance that can be a variant of Vulture.
Gotcha.
It don't have to necessarily be
Gotcha.
our
Gotcha.
Vulture. You know what I'm trying to say? It
Gotcha,
could just be
gotcha.
a variant.
It's a variant of him, right.
It's a chance that I think that's a cop out. I don't like
necessarily that. Like, give us something.
Right.
Make it work. Connect it. I don't know. I don't care how. But
I have a theory.
yeah.
Remember how in the end of Venom we assumed that the whole that whole shit at the end where it basically brought Venom to the MCU.
Wait, they didn't see him.
Nah, but it's cool though. But touch on it. I'm still clueless.
The end of Venom basically.
Do y'all want to know the spoiler? The end of Venom?
Yeah.
It's a big
No,
spoiler.
I don't know.
Cool.
I'm
I'm
cool.
cool.
In a nutshell, basically at the end of the movie,
The
my
end
son,
credit scene.
Tom Hardy's sitting in bed with Venom, and a big ass flash comes out
Through the window
through
and
the
shit.
window, and it looks like the same shit that they did in Doctor Strange in the trailer.
The
The
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man trailer that Doctor Strange did in the trailer.
That
when
little
he-
circle shit he be coming in.
No, not the orange circle. But y'all seen the Spider-Man trailer?
Yeah, I definitely seen that.
Did you see when he was doing the spell for Spider-Man?
Yeah.
And you see how it looked like they was going into the multiverse. It was like purple, red, blue lights and everything, and it was just like
That happened in
that
Venom.
happened in Venom.
And then he looks at the TV and it's Tom Hardy.
Tom Holland Spider-Man
on
is
the
on
TV.
the screen.
And Venom looks at the TV like, oh, who's that? And licks it and all that. So it confirms that Venom's coming. It confirms that Venom's in the MCU.
So basically, what happened was Venom. He don't know what happened, Venom, but he got shot into a new universe, and that new universe is the MCU because watching TV
It's
on the
Tom
live
Holland.
television on the news at that, it's Tom Holland. He just got caught from Mysterio shit, so it's him in the suit with the mask off, and Peter Parker.
Now here's my theory. Maybe Venom didn't get snatched from his universe into the MCU. Maybe all the universes got mashed together.
I was thinking that
probably
for the
what
day in a way.
That had to happen.
crossed
The
my
way,
mind
the, way
the other
they,
day.
the way they acting, I would assume that. The way they sound Morbius.
Like now they're all in the
But you
same
know why that's
universe.
mixy for me though? Because I thought about this the other day, honestly, like a couple days ago. I'm like, that would be so hard mixy wise because how are you gonna explain all the billions of other people that live in the same space
They probably.
that other people currently occupy in their universe? You know what I mean?
Right. How do
Like
you
somebody lives in this
accommodate that?
apartment
Yeah,
in
how do you
another
accommodate
universe.
that?
How well we just gonna figure it out on our own? Like that would be a mass hysteria around the whole world. Live action.
Right.
Something's wrong with our world.
They touched
People
down
are-
at the end of Venom too though. Remember, Venom was in somebody's apartment. Dude came out the bathroom like, what are you doing here? Venom was just
No,
looking at
exactly,
him.
exactly. So that's exactly what we're both saying. So they're mad.
Oh,
Whether
so
he
that
got
makes
mashed,
mad
whether
sense.
all the universes got mashed, or he got thrown in a new universe. Either way, it's one of those because it confirms it because there's a guy and this is not your hotel room no more. Nigga, the
Right,
guy was like, "What you
exactly.
doing?" And by the way, it wasn't a hotel room no more neither. It was like in a cabin
Yeah.
on a beach somewhere. You could tell through the window and everything in the background. The fucking ceiling fan spins a little closer. It gets a different shape.
Yeah.
The ceiling gets a different shape, so you know
He was sent.
he was sent somewhere. But that can be a possibility. That can be. But I just don't want them to do that because if they do the whole thing, everybody mashes. How y'all gonna explain? Nah, that would be bigger than anybody's little personal Spider-Man with Venom beef or Venom just does person beef. Nah, nigga, we think multiple universes collided, bro. There's mad people that don't have different memories of
Yeah.
what's a Chicago? No, in my city, in my realm, it's called Kashago. What are you talking
Right,
about?
right,
You know what I'm
yeah,
trying to say?
yeah.
So like, it'll be shit like that. It will be so much of that
Mass hysteria.
people. That's what I said. People would be calling every police station all day, every day. The lines would be busy. People would be panicking in the
What's going
streets.
on?
They did that though.
Oh no, my building is a 30-story building, and it's not on this side of the block.
They did
It's
that.
on that side of the block. I come every day to my house for 30
Nah,
years.
yeah.
They did that in the MCU though already. They handled that already. The blip. They call it the blip. Everybody
No,
came back. It was
that's
like,
that's
totally
not
different,
different.
though.
Everyone knows what the blip was. The
Yeah.
blip is not a misunderstanding.
no, but that's what I'm trying to
Thanos.
say. It's just gonna be the same vibes though. Everybody's gonna have to acclimate to life now.
No,
everybody-
nigga.
You gotta explain
No,
that
this
to
is
them,
bigger
though.
than
You gotta
that, bro.
explain, yeah, you gotta explain
Look,
it.
as big as the blip was, yes, half the people disintegrate and half the people come back out of nowhere. And yes, while
That
we
was
moved on with our
easier.
lives, I get that. But there's no misunderstanding about this.
Yeah.
We know what happened. Suddenly snap this shit so everybody away, and then Avengers snap niggas back. And that
Right.
simple.
Right.
People not gonna know what happened if multiple universes that has collided. And like I said, bro, you used to the people that you live with. So when we come outside and we look at 400, and if it's that ass on 4-6, we gonna be bugging. We gonna be like, no, nigga, never. The 20-story buildings on 146. We know our whole
I
lives.
got a side question.
That shit get too messy.
It's
though. When
It's
you
too
do that,
messy.
It's too messy.
That's what I said, I
That
hope-
shit is. That's hard for the writers.
Not to cut you, but I hope they don't do that because that's too
That's
messy,
too messy.
bro.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a whole lot.
You think the people that was blipped have memories of death, like afterlife?
Because they went somewhere,
Nah.
man.
Nah, they said
What's the
Spider-Man
name?
confirmed
Spider-Man
that.
confirmed that. Like,
That's
he
crazy.
went
That's
somewhere, I
true
just
it is,
woke
'cause
up.
I was
Said I
saying,
was
you was saying-
unconscious, and I woke up, and he was like, "Yo, it's time to
He
go."
said, yeah, I know,
5
but
years went by.
He said, I must have passed out, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's-
I woke up in Dr. Strange said 5 years passed. So
So
they
for
really-
him, his
it was on
last
Blink.
most recent memory was literally 5 seconds.
That's true.
I mean, that's all we're going off.
Think
of
about
what
it.
we had
Remember,
Hirsch might say.
Ant-Man, when he was going, that way that's how Tommy working, right?
No, but Ant-Man wasn't dead.
But it was a
Ant-Man
short
was-
time
He was
span.
in the quantum.
But that, see, but even that's still
Ant-Man.
something
And
like.
he came back, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just a short
No,
time
but
span.
that's
Yeah.
for him though. He was literally in somewhere where time
was
worked
5
differently.
hours.
That's what it was. Time
It was
just
like-
worked differently with
The
him.
rules of time is different.
That's like we said with
With
Interstellar earlier.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, crazy.
It's crazy
Full
because when
circle.
you was explaining that Interstellar shit,
You
I was
thinking
like, yo,
Ant-Man?
bro, I'm thinking about like
That's
quantum
crazy.
physics, like quantum
That's how
time.
true it is. Everything goes full circle. We was talking about off cam,
Nah,
but
that's a big fact.
yeah, that shit is so. It'd be mixy if they do that. And nah.
You gotta remember, if people are watching, you want them to get it. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to make it too complex, because like,
And you don't want to mess up what y'all already built upon. So if y'all merge everybody's history, what history counts now? You're like, nah, the end game shit. Oh no, because but y'all say they all in the same universe now. Nah, yeah, but at this point before the universes was mashed together. At least with the multiverse, you be like,
I
listen,
feel like that's
watch
what the
Loki and you
Spider-Man
get it.
movie
What
is
if-
gonna touch
What
on.
if it's just like that for the Sony
Yeah, because
movies?
Doctor
though?
Strange.
I feel like despite all the questions we got, I feel like that movie is gonna answer.
Like in the
like
Sony
a pocket
world,
universe?
like in the Sony
That's
world,
a good
all
one.
the universes
Right,
are
'cause
mashed
how
up, but in
fuck-
the MCU world, it's still.
No, he's
like,
saying what if that's just the way they gonna go about it because they're own.
Yeah.
Sony doing their own universe. They like the MCU. That's Marvel Studios. Sony's doing their own shit called the
So
Spider-Man.
they just
Sony
incorporated
universe.
the MCU shit into their shit. This is their way of we could continue using MCU characters in our movies.
So this is not vice versa. This is not Marvel.
Yeah, it's a one way.
Except
Like,
Sony.
I don't know
Yeah.
for sure, but what if
No,
it's like
alright.
that? Like, what if this is just Sony's
We
route?
really have to wait
This is
until we
not
see
This is not
Spider-Man No Way
MCU's
Home
route.
come out.
In the
That's what I'm saying,
Sony
that's gonna
world,
confirm-
everything is mashed up, but in
Exactly.
the MCU, everything
Doctor
is
Strange
still
shit gonna
running.
confirm shit
Right,
too.
it's gonna confirm a lot actually.
Doctor Strange is going multiverse.
Because at the end of the day, there's unlimited universes, right? In the
Right. So
multiverse.
how the fuck is Doc Ock coming out the thing like, oh, Spider-Man? What did he say? Spider-Man? It's been a while. Did he say?
He
that?
said, "Hey Pete,
Hey Pete. Yeah, which Pete?
hey Peter."
Wait, is it
Pete.
true?
He
Tom
had
Holland's
to,
Pete?
He had to be talking to Tobey because he wouldn't know Tom Holland.
Spider-Man trailer? No Way Home?
Right, you're right. And he's a kid, and he will be a kid. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. That's
it
true.
has
That's
to-
right. I didn't think about that.
it
Yeah.
has
See,
to be
Doc
Tobey.
Ock is the main villain in it. Like they only show the pumpkin bomb. They don't really show none of the other villains in it. They only show
You
Doc
heard
Ock.
Green Goblin's laugh though.
You
No, we even hear
he's in
him.
it.
We even hear
His
him
bomb
sell that
is
to
in
Peter
it,
too.
though.
He says, "Oh, be careful what you wish for, Peter." We all know that's William Dafoe, but I mean Willem Dafoe. But either way, I go for confirmed, nigga. So something's confirmed to me, nigga. I can't say that we know that for sure. That
Nah, Doc Ock.
because we thought that with multiple times. Alright, the biggest thing we all got let down with was with the Quicksilver shit in WandaVision.
Facts.
Everyone knew. We all knew. Fuck that. We all knew that was Quicksilver from the X-Men movies, and then he was called Ralph Boner, and it wasn't him. It was just an illusion.
Why would they bring him?
That- that was
They even broke the fourth wall real quick and said you recasted me like. Yeah, like
They acknowledge that. We acknowledge that.
yeah, like
So I can't
They
trust
knew what
nothing.
they
I
was
think so.
doing.
What I'm saying is I don't like to say but we heard his voice until I get a confirm like we did with Alfred Molina's Doc Ock when he was on with his tentacles on and he was on the right next to the George Washington
On the bridge, yeah,
right there,
right on the
Bronx.
bridge, yeah,
He in the
right.
Bronx with it. And I was like, "Hello, Peter."
did you see the breakdown when they said that his tentacles might have Iron Man technology in them?
I see the picture.
Why would that happen?
Because they said
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna show y'all the
you lost
picture.
me with
One
that
of
one.
his-
What
Nah,
the-
nah. It's
one
not-
of his tentacles was like red and silver.
I feel like that's a
No,
reach.
no, no.
I feel like that's
All
a
of
reach,
his
though.
technicals. All right, this is what happened.
Spider-Man.
This is actually Empire Magazine. Y'all know Empire Magazine, right?
Yeah.
You heard of Empire Magazine? Well, I don't read it. I heard of it, right? It's like, all right.
So I don't read it. I heard it. Though.
But yeah, they basically covering No Way Home, their new issue with on the covers of No Way Home cover with Spider-Man and shit, and they got the whole breakdown and inside. So they got some leaks in there. So whoever got their hands on that book, like before, I don't know if it came out yet or not, but people leaked it already, and this is a full-on Sony Marvel to them. Yes, this is what's going on in our movie. So we got a lot of confirmations in that movie. Like they show a little bit of a paragraph when they're trying to show a pic, and then like right under there's the article on one page, and it says we're getting Lizard, we're getting it was Lizard and I think it was Sandman. Sorry, Lizard and Sandman names, their actors' names, and then it said being played as their versions of Lizard and Sandman is coming back. That was in that little picture snapshot.
Okay.
So fans see that, they're like, nigga, I can't hide that. That's
Yeah,
y'all.
right.
This is y'all talking, nigga. This
How
is like,
accurate is it? I mean, it was in the book. So.
no. This is like if I sit like I do event assemble time, right? It's my thing, right? It's my thing, right? And I sit down with anybody to interview me and I give them a story. I give them an article of my breakdown of how I run things and how I do things, how I set up or whatever. It's coming from my mouth. Like, it's officially published from, it was a sit down. So that's how true it is. That's why it's like anything that comes from there, that's why they try not to release it yet. Well, you guys got to the bro and it'll go around. But yeah, so this is like, it's coming from word to mouth type shit. This is more than leaks. It's not even rumors. This is like, oh, this is, yeah, I slipped up with this one. So what he's seeing is in the article, they show a picture of Doc Ock looking at Spider-Man. And when he's looking at Spider-Man, well, you don't know he's looking at Spider-Man. He's just looking towards us. And his tentacles have a red and gold look on them. Like, that's a polish. It don't even look like a shadow. It looks like, no, that's the material. That's the metal. Wow. So it makes you think. So fans start theorizing, and they saying
fans are gonna be fans.
Since he's fighting, since he's fighting Spider-Man in that scene with the nanotech suit, he got the Iron Spider suit. They saying maybe somehow either Spider-Man got the nanos to attach to his tentacles, or Son took them joints from Peter, and then he gonna chase Peter out of there with no suit or something.
And that's how Peter gets the Doctor Strange suit.
And to go into what you said when you was like, which Spider though? Which Peter?
Yeah, which Peter?
They were saying at that very moment is when the other two Peters come to save him, or that's when they first come into the movie.
So at this point,
and they like,
I don't know what the fuck.
He don't know what's going on, and then
like,
Doc Ock sees his Peter, and that's what we see in the trailer. That's why you say that. He's like, hello, Peter. He could be talking to his Peter. That's why it sounds so confident. Why would I say that to somebody I don't know just because you're
right, exactly. And then you're a kid at that.
Yeah,
because you probably just know he's
yeah, but if I see a variant of you and they don't look like you, I'm not gonna like, hello.
If you see a Spider-Man in a costume, even if it's not me, you don't think you would?
No, he's seen it without the costume.
Think about it too. If I came back,
that's like Thor seeing. That's like Thor seeing the girl Loki. Like, hello, Loki.
He was in.
Like Thor would have seen the girl Loki like. Who the fuck are you?
No, I get
yeah,
that.
You're not Loki.
Like
my world.
He's not gonna say hello, Loki.
That's a perfect example.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yo, bro.
But I mean, like as a villain, I mean, just like as a villain perspective, like being funny, smart. Like,
nah,
you got. He's also smart. He would know as a variant would be.
No, I know.
Be Peter.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
also,
saying?
I don't
He's
wanna-
not going on a limb like, nigga, what up, Peter?
I also don't want to fix that Peter.
Your name must be Peter.
Nah, you know what
it's you too.
Look, it's obvious, right? It's
But I know
obvious
it's
that he would put two and two together and be like, all right, that's Peter. I mean, that's Spider-Man, obviously, and I'm in a
Same-
different
same-
reality.
I'm not in my original. This is not even the
this
one I
Spider-Man
want.
might be Peter also, even though he looks different. There's chances he could do that.
No, I get it.
But when you watch the trailer, how confident he says
You
it.
can tell it's the old son.
I just think off common knowledge, so I don't even go that far. I go, he want the original Peter that
That bad, so
that
just
he,
like,
yeah, like I don't give a fuck about this Peter. Even if you still Spider-Man, I want the one that I went under the water. How did he die?
oh, he sacrificed himself on the water.
So he's right. So he's fresh off that, right? So I
he
want my
sacrificed
original Peter.
himself.
Oh, that's
My man
another,
folded him.
that's another thing. No, that's another thing I forgot about that Doc Ock. That Doc Ock had the Venom effect. Like his tentacles is dead talking to him. My son was
That's
like,
true,
no,
Oh
No.
That's true too.
I'm gonna do right.
And in the pictures too, a lot of the pictures that we see, the drink is red, like in his when his just a red light in the middle of his tentacles, that means that he's being controlled. When they're blue, is he's controlling them. So in normal new Spider-Man, in the Spider-Man trailer and all that,
Remember
Not about that.
yeah. So and the tentacles are red in this new trailer,
Yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah,
shit. So it's like that he's getting controlled still, or whatever. But yeah, that shit's crazy. Anything else I want to add on this segment before we close this one out?
No.
Nah, that was different right there. That was a lot of information.
Nah, yeah, I just got a
Alright,
I want to move on.
before I'm gonna add something.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause niggas always bashing him. My son from Amazing Spider-Man gonna do a sting in that shit. That's what
Get that Venom sweat
Come on,
nigga out of here.
Andrew Garfield.
Alright, but can I do make
He
one
was going
comment
for the
about
best,
that
yeah.
Spider-Man though? That Spider-Man to me, like obviously we all got our favorites.
What's the best?
I feel like no, it wasn't the best. I just felt like he had a little bit more swag.
He
Like he
was.
wasn't a nerd to me, and
Well,
that's
he
where that's
was-
where they fucked up.
That's
he
I always
wasn't
tell
a
people
fucking
that.
nerd.
That's the biggest flaw
He
about him.
wasn't-
He was so cool.
The original Peter is
My
a
son wasn't
nerd.
cheap.
He had a
He
that
was
nigga had a
getting
skateboard, right? That nigga
Yo, I always say that to
swaggy.
people, bro.
I'm like, okay.
And you know what's crazy? I was literally just watching it last night. The Amazing Spider-Man
Nah,
2
he was
with
taking up to
Electro,
bullies.
right? Last
that's
night.
a big
He was
deal.
taking up to
though.
bullies.
You know what I lost my mind
Right.
at? When he
What?
went on stage, his graduation, it grabbed Gwen Stacy by the head, man,
Yeah,
Spider-Man
that's-
kissed her in
that's
front of
not a
everybody.
Peter Parker
I
thing,
lost my
bro.
mind last night. I
That's
was
not
like,
a
That's what was
I was
lit
like,
about
come
it.
That's
on,
not a
man.
Peter
That's what
Parker
was lit
thing.
about it.
Not to
My
me.
son Tobey was
Nah.
absolutely.
That's what's good about it.
And
Now,
he was a good Spidey.
Nigga said that's
nigga.
what's
That's
good
what
about
No,
it
he
is.
was a good ass Spider-Man.
no, he was good. Don't get me wrong.
He
The
fought
whole,
good
like,
villains.
when he
Venom,
fought good
this
villains.
nigga fought
They all
Venom.
fought good villains though.
No, but
Spider-Man never fought him. Nah,
all right, but honestly, Electro was causing more havoc than.
honestly,
Electro
though,
seemed impossible to beat. But
Besides
they threw
Harry,
that shit
when
out.
Harry came back.
I hated
out of all of them though, bro, out of all his
Electro,
villains though, bro,
bro.
I wouldn't put
It made
Electro as
sense.
one of his best
Nah.
on live action villains.
Doc Ock's the best. Y'all,
No, but I'm saying I wouldn't even put Electro up there. Like to me, I really think they did Electro bad. That's why.
OD
I didn't
bad.
like. I didn't like
Visually, good.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Visually, it was
Crazy,
amazing.
but
His
overall,
powers
like
was
it was just
beastie,
like damn.
But his swag and like his character.
So then all you're
trash.
saying is that they should have made another. Yes, it shouldn't have been Jamie Foxx.
No, it's not even his
Nah,
fault because that's
oh,
not
he
his
says not his fault.
It's the studio's fault.
He can execute.
It's the
I feel like he can
studio's fault.
execute.
It's the
It's just
studio.
he don't write the lines, bro. Like,
Nah, that's a fact. Yeah, he
let me
just
blow
execute.
up, let me blow up my birthday cake. Like, get
Oh,
that cheesy
you know what? I
shit
gotta
out
add this in there. I gotta
of
add
here.
this in there.
Nah, word.
I really lost my mind.
Like, now you got another one. Nah, nah, he
Nigga,
gonna
when
keep
Electro
going.
got his powers, that's what I forgot. When he fell in the pit.
Oh,
Like,
he fell in the.
he got bit by all the eels and he was getting electric. By the
He
way,
was doing OT, right? He was like doing
Yeah,
overtime.
on his
and shit
birthday,
on
He was a little callback and shit.
why would, by the way, like,
See you on
what
his
it takes
birthday.
for a person to die, by the way, right? Like, this nigga jumped off
Nah,
in a-
yeah, these are like
pool full of-
life-ending
Yo,
like
bro, word.
scenarios. He
He
should have
fell in
been
a pool
fried.
with
Nigga, he should've
with
been
mad
fried.
electric falling in, and then it was right, eels in that. And he started getting electric. You seen it. This is why I lost my marbles. Like, it was my fault. I lost all my marbles fell off the bag like Squid Game. Nigga, son.
That's a bar too.
Yeah. That was a freestyle too.
Yeah,
Nah, but son really, when he was full, they did a close up on it. That's why they wanted you to know they did this.
See the pain in his eyes.
No, his teeth fixed it. They fixed the gap
Oh,
on
they
his teeth.
cry. Yeah, they.
The electricity fixed the gap on his teeth. Like for
Yeah,
some reason, I don't know what
yeah,
that
yeah,
means,
yeah.
but his
That's
teeth
it.
moved
It
in together, and he
elevated
had perfect teeth after that.
Nah,
Like,
he's
no, during
serious.
that, while he fell in and still was getting electrocuted, like his teeth got perfect.
Now I'm dead ass.
They they did
That's
a
what
whole.
that meant.
Transforming.
That's what I meant.
Why?
That's what that.
Why
meant.
is that necessary?
Right, he's transforming. Like he's
I
stuck like.
think-
Now I'm dead
I
ass.
guess like
You know what I think
turning,
it
I
is?
can't. I got nothing for that. I'm not gonna go do that. I got nothing for that, bro. Nah, cause Slugs was on it. He said, "Nah, I want to hear this dumb
Now I'm
shit.
not a joke
I want to hear this dumb shit." Go
I'm
ahead, go ahead.
not
You
to
got-
be
you got-
laughed at no more. That's
Nah, he had that.
No,
Look
they
at
did
his
a,
eye.
I couldn't.
guess.
No. They did a close up. No, that's clearly why he was transforming, right? Being a better version of himself. It better be that.
Yeah, because Spidey died. You know, I ain't need no glasses.
It better be that.
anymore, and
No, it better be that.
That's what I was thinking.
That was their
Yeah,
version of
facts,
Spidey
facts.
not
That's
having
exactly-
glasses.
that's exactly him waking up and
But
he
that's
only
corny
glasses,
though, because
yeah.
why though? I didn't need that.
No,
That makes
the
sense.
teeth.
now I'm in my
And then they
bag.
did a close up. It was like this close, bro. It was that's only this in the square. Like my whole TV was his mouth. Pause. And I'm like,
So they zoomed in on that detail.
Detail, 4K.
For a reason.
and his teeth went in with electric around it. And
But
went
he
in.
didn't let you
No
do
more
that at
gas.
the same time, though.
No, yeah, he was still dying. He was still
Nah,
dying.
but you know what? You're
Fuck
right. 'Cause
all
they
that.
gotta make it make sense. Like, what is it about electricity?
Nah, yeah.
or
That has
made
nothing to
his
do with teeth
Yeah,
going.
yeah. That stupid detail was
the
unnecessary.
static electricity from the eels basically increased
Yeah,
the
yeah,
friction
yeah, yeah.
from
Nah, you
both
finish
teeth.
it.
And
It didn't kill him.
It magnetized them
helped
together.
them.
It didn't kill him. It helped
There you go.
him falling in an electricity with water, electric ill pit. That's what happened. And the teeth. We want y'all to know it helped him. So we
Nah,
put
I'm
the
sorry.
teeth
Like,
together.
yo, we gonna
It'll
fix your
pinch
gap,
out crazy.
Nah, I don't.
but we gonna turn you blue, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't mean to cut you. I know you're trying to add something in
Nah,
there.
I forgot.
I know it probably. Okay, it was so
Nah,
crazy.
that shit
My
was
fault.
dumb funny how you just you
But
lit up.
alright, let's just move on to the next segment. Smash that like button, like hook. Let us know what y'all thought of the new Morbius trailer. Do y'all think which universe y'all think is gonna be in? Actually, the Tom Holland universe, the MCU, Amazing Spider-Man, Venom's universe, or Tobey. Let us
all
know.
they all together.
Or all mashed up, like Bro
Word.
said. That could be an actual. You can't take that out the box.
Put the lime in the coconut.
No, word. So smash that like button, like hook, subscribe, turn notifications on so you get every video. Sorry about that. And till next time, sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, watch who y'all be around, cause they paint face with them silly ass smiles, when really it's a frown. How they look, how they sound, like a clown, here a clown, she a clown, bunch of clowns, running around telling bad jokes to a crowd, riding in a little ass car through the town, beam on your face, guess how you look now.